I don't know Steve Bannon. I really know very little about him. But my hypocrisy meter is off the charts at the moment. Because the same Democrats, the same progressives and liberals who would not accept long strings of emails from WikiLeaks and transcripts of interviews from the FBI and FBI evidence and emails found and exposed by the FBI as evidence that Hillary Clinton was a liar and a criminal, are now saying, well, everybody knows that Steve Bannon is a racist, an anti-Semite, a misogynist, all these horrible things. And all I'm saying is, well then, it shouldn't be too hard to prove it, should it? So just show me the evidence. And what do they come up with? Well, his ex-wife said in a deposition during their divorce proceedings that he said he didn't want their children going to school with Jewish children because they were being raised to be whatever, snotty people. Okay, well, first of all, is the accusation true? Do we believe everything that everybody says that's negative? Oh no, not when it's Hillary Clinton. No. Not even when it's Hillary Clinton's own people who say things about her like she really can't stand ordinary Americans, or that they're talking to each other about how Catholics. Somebody was kind of trying to appeal to the Catholics because, whatever. I mean, they're making fun of Catholics and evangelicals. I mean, those people are actually making fun in their emails of Catholics and evangelicals. And if they had been appointed to some office in the White House, what do you think would have happened? I don't think anything would have happened to them. Steve Bannon, we don't have any emails from Steve Bannon saying that. We have him in an interview saying that Breitbart is a platform for the alt-right. Now, do you want to make... They want to make the assumption that when he says alt-right, that means the same thing as what they think alt-right means, and they think it means white supremacy. Well, go ahead. Find the evidence that that's what Steve Bannon thinks it means. Just find it and show it to me. Oh, but look at all these headlines on Breitbart. They have all these wacky headlines. One of them was written by a Jew, about a Jew, and they used it in the Washington Post as evidence that Breitbart is anti-Semitic, except the problem is nobody at Breitbart had a choice about that piece because the Jew himself, David Horowitz, published it without them doing anything. He wrote the headline, he wrote the article, he published it. Guess what? It's a blog site. They don't check everything that's going on there. They're not responsible for everything that's up there. And so this Forbes woman, Ellen Killeran, comes up with a list of so many headlines that are just horrible headlines. And, they're not as horrible as she wants them to seem. But, could they be racist or bigoted or misogynistic? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't read them. I'm not planning on reading them because they don't prove anything about what Steve Bannon believes. They're somebody else's work. Or they could be, so you have to prove that he approved them or that he believes them. Oh no, we can't do that. I mean, it's preposterous. The people have rejected clear evidence that Hillary Clinton and her people were actually bigoted against ordinary Americans, against conservatives, against evangelicals, Catholics, and so forth. But we're supposed to believe all of these people spewing out half-truths and assumptions and innuendo that somehow we should conclude that Steve Bannon is all those terrible things. Okay, people, put up or shut up. If you don't have the evidence, stop talking, because all you're doing is feeding the obvious conclusion that the American people have already come to, that you people are liars and hypocrites. So if you don't want to be perceived as liars and hypocrites, then stop being hypocritical liars. It's really not rocket science.